So it is April 30th, 2022 at 1:32 p.m. I just threw together some angel hairs durum wheat semolina, angel hair style pasta. That's right, that's the order. It's durum wheat semolina, angel hair style pasta. Usually I like to say spaghetti style, but it's thinner. Ikey. And a half a block of tofu that I had cubed and then mashed. Turmeric, balsamic, olive oil, little tamari, Himalayan pink salt, coarsely ground black pepper, nutritional yeast. I only used about 3 level tablespoons because it was a half a block of tofu. So it's the usual ingredients, but I cut it in half basically each measurement. I had also boiled, I think it was 4 dried shiitake mushrooms. I forgot I had purchased towards the center of this month, but it's obviously April 30th now, so to get my vitamin D. I haven't used them yet, so there's got a great deal online. It's good products. I've bought the ones that they used to carry in the store here. I haven't seen the dried ones. They're around the same price. I think I would save a little bit of money by buying the larger container, but they last quite a while. They're great with the way I make them. You know, I boil them to rehydrate. You're supposed to do that. Sometimes I grind them dry in the coffee grinder, but not that brand. I don't think I've done that with that brand yet. I did it with a different brand, so I'm not sure. Those I think are maybe, you never know how they're harvested. Some are grown indoors and then dried. Some are, in it, outdoors. Those are, I believe, are outdoors. So I rinse them and then I boil them with a little tamari at first. Cubed it up, diced the plum tomato, put some sesame oil on the pasta. I measured it by the cap to make sure, because I dropped the sesame oil bottle one day on the stove here. Himalayan pink salt, coarsely ground black pepper. We had this huge bag of organic raw turmeric that I didn't know was raw. And it got on my hand when I was opening it, and it stained my hand a little bit, but that's okay. I only used about a level teaspoon worth for the half block. No, it's about a teaspoon and a half leveled, I'd say. So, garlic, shallots. Yeah, that's good. Spinach. Really good. How was it, Bridget?
It was good.
Yeah. So it's April 30th, 2022. I used to buy a boxed meal of tofu scramble. It's supposed to replace scrambled eggs. It's commonly a introductory vegan meal. There are plenty of recipes online similar to this one. I use balsamic. Some use other types of apple cider vinegar is a common one. You use rice vinegar. I use shallots. Sometimes obviously people use other varieties of onion, but those are like it's usually onion, garlic, mushroom, spinach, nutritional yeast sometimes. Actually, that's quite common. They don't really use noodles as much as like unless you were to maybe order it at like a vegan Chinese style restaurant or something. It's really I just use the wheat based angel hair style pasta as the starch carbohydrate here. Other than usually it would be like a potato, like either mashed potatoes that are vegan in a boxed meal, or you know, like a baby potato that's sautéed or something, or potato in general. I just can't eat russet. For some reason, I have trouble digesting russet nowadays. So it all depends. Actually, it would depend on how I make a meal with russet potatoes. I'd probably eat potato salad. I also put oregano in there. Yeah, it's good stuff. I'm trying to think. Did I put anything else in there? I think I listed all the ingredients. Tamari, Himalayan pink salt. I'm having a bit difficult time scooping this out. I didn't stir it through with the sesame oil this morning. I used olive oil in with the tofu scramble part. Spinach, baby spinach. It was whole leaf from the produce department. Comes in a bag. I just sauteed it and yeah, actually was other than the boxed meals, it would normally be found in a recipe book. There's usually at least one tofu scramble. Most vegan recipe books, unless it was a recipe book dedicated towards baking or something, you wouldn't find really. I don't think a tofu scramble one in there unless they had breakfast options. So. Yeah. It's to replace scrambled eggs. I see you're craving a carbohydrate, Bridget. I shared the tofu, some of the tofu scramble, but I didn't make extra pasta. I didn't know to do that this morning. Noontime, afternoon. That's what I mean. Doesn't take long to prep either. It's good. Yeah, I didn't purchase the turmeric. One of my family members, I think, who are now married, had bought it for my mother, and we had it in the cabinet. And I just didn't know whether or not, I thought it was already there before we moved in or signed from the last people or something. So I didn't want. At first, I wanted to make sure they weren't. I think the other times I may have needed it for an emergency or something, questionably. I think I was alone at home at the time that I had the question, so I wanted to wait to ask. So, uh, I had to transfer it into a new Ziploc bag and then put another Ziploc bag around it. It's quite large. It's really good. I've been doing okay with the tomatoes nowadays without having to peel them. It's good. At least the ones that I've been using have been quite ripe. Not like for a while the ones that I guess my sister was buying were probably the discounted ones that it was like I think it was sealed in a 4-pack, not loose in the produce section. It's like already like packaged a certain way that they're probably not completely ripe. Nah, usually I would have to boil them in like a little balsamic water, Himalayan pink salt, until I was able to, let's say, peel the skin off of them. But these I've been doing okay with, which is good. It's good. Could also be the fact of increasing the extra vitamin C, you know, or acidity. So about 10 seconds and this at the end of this recording.